Good afternoon, everybody. Big Mike back here with you once again. I hope you all are staying safe out there and staying dry as I bring to you my recap and my thoughts for Ring of Honor's Death Before Dishonor, which was a pretty dang good show with some surprising results. So, grab yourself something to drink, maybe a little snack, and let's do this. So, first up, we got our pre-show matches. We have Boom Boom Colt Cabana, Boom 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 Colt Cabana, striking out on his own once again. No Dark Order, as he takes on Anthony Henry, one half of the Workhorsemen. This match was a great match to get started on. Not too long, but also both of them worked really, really well together. Colt Cabana tried a few submission moves, which got broken up. JD Drake really did a mean-looking clothesline on Colt Cabana outside the ring while the ref wasn't looking, because that's what heels do. Colt Cabana with a big old submission victory, which Colt really doesn't get those all the time, so I'm happy with that. Big thumbs up from me. It was a fun opener. Next up, this was an interesting match, to say the least. It's a tag team match, playa, as the Trustbusters, which are Arya Davari and Slim J. I don't know who that is. As they take on the Shinobi Shadow Squad, that being Cheeseburger, yes, that is a wrestler's name, and Eli Isom. This was kind of a very quick, kind of nothing match. Like, both sides worked really well together, but as for an impromptu pre-show match, it was fine. Nothing really to note. Trustbusters get the win. Overall, I'll give it a right here. Like, nothing to write home about. It was a fine match, but nothing to really get the motor going. You know what I mean? Next up, we have a 6-man tag team match playa as the Embassy, which was renamed from, Paul Ellering? No, not Paul Ellering. Tully Blanchard Enterprises, as Prince Nana, who is a Ring of Honor alum, bought Tully Blanchard Enterprises and renamed it the Embassy. Embassy is an old school Ring of Honor stable. I'm not really familiar with him, but their lineup consists of Brian Cage, Jasper Khan, and Toa Lona, a couple of big beef cakes, as they took on the team of Alex Zane, Blake Christian, and Tony Deppen coming in. Former Ring of Honor TV champion and tag champion, I believe. Anyway, this match was really, really fun. Guys using their speed against the Embassy's massive power. End of the match came with Tony Deppen chopping the gates of agony. Behind him was Brian Cage, who hit him with a nasty-looking German. And then they all took turns hitting their finisher on him for the 1, 2, 3 winner, the Embassy. Which, you know what? I'm going to give this match a thumbs up. It was a very controlled chaos kind of match, and I really do enjoy those. And our final match of the pre-show, don't worry, we'll get to the main show, as we have Willow Nightingale taking on the former one half of the NWA Tag Team Champions, Allison Kay. That's right. NWA Although she's kind of a freelancer, so I guess she can kind of pop up anywhere. Um, this match was a lot of fun. Mostly because Willow Nightingale is a lot of fun. Like seeing the clash of the kind of silly Willow Nightingale and the serious Allison Kay was a great clash, and they worked really, really well together. Uh, Winner of the match, Willow Nightingale, fellow Long Islander. So, gonna give this match a thumbs up. It was a lot of fun, and hopefully we see something out of Willow. Maybe a women's championship run. Oh, I'd be okay with that. Uh, so we kick off with a very surprising match for the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight title. That's right, the World Championship is out first, as Claudio Castagnoli challenges Jonathan Gresham, who, since his heel turn, has pretty much now joined the Embassy, which is interesting. You had William Regal on commentary, which I always love. That dude is awesome. Really great back and forth. Two great technical titans. Seeing Jonathan Gresham go for the swing was something I never thought I'd see ever. So that's a lot of fun. A lot of counters to each other's finishers. I believe there was an attempt at the octopus hold by Gresham, but then Claudio powered it out. Finish came with the Ricola Bomb. Yes, that's what Cesaro's calling his finisher now. For the 1, 2, 3 winner and new Ring of Honor World Champion, Claudio Castagnoli. And you know what? I am very happy for him, considering his history with Ring of Honor. This is his first, at least non-independent world title, which I'm very happy with. He was Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion with Chris Hero, or Cassius Ohno if you're a WWE guy. So I'm very happy with this. The match was fantastic. I give it a thumbs up. And I'm going to say it's a must-watch. Alright, next up, a title I've kind of been scratching my head about, as it's the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team titles on the line. As The Righteous, being Vincent, who has been in Impact, Bateman, who has been in New Japan, and Dutch, who has been, I don't even know, I think he's just been killing people on the indies, as they take on Dalton Castle, who has been on AEW kind of recently. I think he challenged Gresham at the second Battle of the Belts show, which, that's pretty cool. And his boys, Brandon and Brett Tate, which I do not have time to go into the story of them, but they are, a tag team. It was a little bit sloppy getting started, although, first thing, we had the two bosses of these groups, Castle and Vincent, going one-on-one, which you never really see in these 6-mans. Like, the boss is out first. That's awesome. A lot of nice high-flying from the boys, the Tate twins, whatever you want to call them. Dutch even went for a big plancha, I guess it's called. He kind of flipped over the ropes, which was nutty to see considering his size. And the match came when the boys and Castle hit their combined finisher. 1, 2, 3. Winner, new 6-man tag team champions, Dalton Castle and the boys. And this is actually their second reign with the 6-man tag team titles. I'm going to give this another thumbs up. It was a fun, chaotic match, and I enjoyed it. I don't know what it is about 6-man tag team matches. They're just fun. Next up, in a pure rules match for the Ring of Honor Pure Championship, you have champion Wheeler Yuta taking on Daniel Garcia. That's right, Blackpool Combat Club taking on the Jericho Appreciation Society. These two worked extremely well together. Like counter for counter, hold for hold. It was great. There weren't as many rope breaks as I thought there would be. Like usually in these matches, someone at least one half of the match depletes all the rope breaks, which I always find fun. But yeah, I think only one rope break was used by Garcia. Actually, I think it was by Yuta, which was interesting. Finished him after a nasty looking pile driver by Wheeler Yuta. Onto Garcia. 1, 2, 3. Winner. Still pure champion. Wheeler Yuta. So I'm going to give this match a thumbs up. Pure matches are always awesome to watch. It's just the pureness of pro wrestling, and it's great. Next up, a brother versus brother matchup as Roosh takes on his brother, Dragon Lee. These two are very familiar with each other. In the previous iteration of Ring of Honor, they were in a stable together along with Kenny King and their father, I believe it was. Now Roosh is hooked up with Andrade in AEW, and Dragon Lee and Dralistico are in AAA. So this is a nice kind of coming back together, even though they're not a part of the same group anymore, really, which is a shame. I kind of hope they get back together. This match was obviously very fast-paced, a lot of countering of each other's finishers. Roosh then took down Dragon Lee with a bit of a cheap shot, went for his drop kick in the corner, which is always devastating looking. For the 1, 2, 3, your winner, Roosh. Honestly, I'm going to put this as match of the night, because these two really had great chemistry together. They were great opponents. I'm going to give this a thumbs up, and I'm going to give it my must-watch seal of approval. Next up, for the Ring of Honor Women's Championship, we have champion Mercedes Martinez defending against Serena Deeb. These two have kind of been tagging on and off for a little while now, so that's kind of interesting. And Deeb turn on Mercedes Martinez. A lot of good technical wrestling out of these two. Like, it was mostly mat-based with, at one point Serena Deeb went for the sleeper hold, in which Mercedes Martinez powered out of. Martinez went for her own submission. Deeb countered. A lot of good technical wrestling out of these two, and it was a lot of fun to watch. It felt very separate from the rest of this card, which is good. And Mercedes Martinez won by a big old submission, which, honestly, I don't think Deeb has tapped out in her tenure in between NWA, AEW, and now Ring of Honor. So, I think that's pretty cool. Hopefully they do something interesting with Martinez, because I think she is very talented and deserves a bit more spotlight. So, I'm going to give this match a thumbs up. Very, very good. Next up, for the Ring of Honor Television Championship, we have Samoa Joe, the champion, taking on Jay Lethal. Now, of course, Lethal has his Goon Squad, in which he tells to stay in the back, at least for now. And then Joe comes out a little early and starts brawling with Jay Lethal. And out comes Sanjay Dutt and Satnam Singh. They both kind of get involved, but not really. Singh then gets thrown out of the match, in which Dutt is still ringside, which I find to be interesting. Not a lot of interference from Dutt, honestly. Although I can understand considering he's kind of retired, I guess. Honestly, as much as I wanted to say this is a Ring of Honor feeling match, this is kind of a TNA feeling match. Like, I don't know if they faced each other in TNA, but they had some awesome chemistry, some great spots, including Jay Lethal going for a muscle buster. No, that wasn't going to happen. Joe tried for the muscle buster a couple times. That didn't work. Lethal went for a lethal injection a couple times, and that was countered with Joe walking away, which I love that spot. And then Joe with a kind of surprise out of nowhere coquina clutch for the tap out victory. I feel like with that finish, that kind of came from out of nowhere. I don't know if it's because Jay Lethal got hurt, in which I really hope not, because, AEW has been really bitten by the injury bug. So, yeah, I'm gonna give this kind of a thumbs almost up. Like, it wasn't a bad match at all, but I think it could have been saved a little bit with the out of nowhere finisher. And finally, your main event of the evening for the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships in a 2 out of 3 falls match featuring FTR, the champions, Dax Wheeler and Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood. I mixed them up. Taking on them boys, the Briscoes, who have now officially signed with Ring of Honor. So, that's a shame. I would have liked to see them a little bit more in Impact, but, it is what it is. They'll be in Ring of Honor for a little bit. And once again, these two knocked it out of the park. Because at Supercard, they had Tag Team Match of the Year. I think that's the only problem with this match. I think they tried a little too hard to surpass that, and they kind of fell a little bit flat. Was it still a hell of a match? Yes. Did they have some great chemistry together? Absolutely. And of course, being at 2 out of 3 falls, of course, Briscoes took the first fall. And then after a big rig, FTR tied it up, in which that always heightens the drama. I love that. That is something that's kind of been missing in wrestling for a little bit. The heightened drama of the match. And then eventually, FDR countered out of a Doomsday device into their own big rig for the final pinfall and the win. Winners, still Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, FTR. And boy, oh boy, I'm going to give this double thumbs up. It's definitely a must-watch. And is it match of the night? I don't believe so, really. But I feel like it was still a really solid outing by both sides. Overall, I'm going to give this show a thumbs up. It was really fun. Very good to watch. And I can't wait for more out of Ring of Honor. Alright, that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. A bit later on in the week, maybe either Wednesday or Thursday, I will give my predictions for the New Japan show Saturday, which I believe is Music City Riot. I knew I'd get there. And then Sunday is a show I never thought I'd be watching, but it's Ric Flair's last match. And boy, oh boy, does that card look stacked. So I hope to see you all then. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of Death Before Dishonor. And let me know some early predictions for this upcoming weekend, including, if you really want to, SummerSlam. So, that's it from me. Hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you next time. Peace.